Oi, Austin. Homelander done took over the bloody country. It nicked me bloody boy. Welcome back to Two Dudes, One Mic. My name's Dominic Merrill, and I'm here with my co-host.
Austin Roos.
Homelander. A.K.A. Cody Rhodes.
What do you want to talk about? So, Homelander.
So, Homelander.
What do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
He says with the shittiest CGI laser eyes I've ever seen. Like, literally a Snapchat filter. I've actually seen Snapchat filters that do the laser eye things better.
Well, I saw that and I go, oh, they just had the WWE production team do this. And Cody goes, it was good working with the boys production team. And I go, they didn't have time to just like.
That's why the show is so color graded to be so gray, because if they didn't, it looks like that.
Yeah.
Look like fucking superhero squad.
As you can kind of tell by the thumbnail and the title, I don't know what any of those are going to look like or sound like. But today we're here to talk about The Boys. A couple days ago, actually, as we're recording yesterday, the season finished up.
Yep.
I watched it last night, the season finale. But before we get into anything about season 4, I guess this is the first time we ever talking about. Okay, all right, hold on.
But before we get into season 4, I'd like to remind all of our viewers to hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below of who's your favorite Homelander quote.
Top 10 Sigma Homelander quotes. Sigma. You know, this is a little off topic. I was listening to 30 Seconds to Mars, The Kill, with Jared Leto's band. And the whole time I was just like, I wonder if there's like a Sigma edit of Joker with this song. Like Jared Leto Joker. Just like a... And I am finally free. Far away, far away. Oh, Morbius one would be even better.
I found a Morbius DVD in the bargain bin today. I don't even think it was supposed to be there. It just got thrown in there because I couldn't find a sticker because it just goes $21. I go, who the fuck is paying $21 for Morbius?
Well, if we're going to keep talking, before we get to the boys stuff, I guess, speaking of bargain bin DVD sets, I remember high school Nicolas Cage.
A 5-for-1.
Yeah, we would stack. I'm gonna remember to put the photos in tonight of us stacking all these Nicolas Cage DVDs.
Them, Eventually, we would find upwards of 30 of these DVDs, and we would spread them out between the people who went to Walmart, and we would start like placing them in different places. Like I hid one because we'd come back the next day and see if any of them were still there. One time they just go, put in the milk cooler. And I put it right in front of a gallon of milk.
I remember we came back and they were gone. And he goes, yeah, they got rid of those.
We found one and we gave them to one of our friends, which I wish we would have given to a different one now. But I'm sure we can find one online.
It was like a bunch of shitty movies. But you know why Nicolas Cage has to do all these, like, every movie? Because he's in so much tax debt that it's the only way he can live the lifestyle he wants to. My dad was explaining this yesterday.
I think I've heard this.
Yeah, he's in so much tax debt because he owns all this stupid shit, like a T-Rex head.
That's awesome.
He owns like 3 Bahama Islands.
I want to do that.
So yeah.
I'm gonna start starring in shitty movies.
But he starred in a good movie I went and seen yesterday, Long Legs. Probably up there for one of my favorite horror movies in recent memory. Midsummer's probably.
Did he have long legs in the movie?
I know the first scene he goes.
Wow, you have some pretty long legs.
Wow, it's your birthday. I'm glad I have my long legs on today. Or something like that.
He said it.
Well, it's like one of the. This isn't really a spoiler, but like it's like one of the only movies I've seen in a long time that has the title at the beginning, like a TV show, like how The Boys does The Boys or whatever. But it goes. It's really cool. It starts in like this like.
It's the aspect ratio.
The aspect ratio is like, it like shows that scene where he's talking to a little girl.
Yeah.
He goes, "I have my long legs on today." And then it cuts to a red screen that says Long Legs, and it does the names or whatever, and it slowly starts expanding out in the screen.
Nice.
I thought it was really cool, like the aesthetic.
Well, I watched Despicable Me 4.
Those are the choices of movies. I go, I want to watch Longlegs.
Yeah, you picked the right one. I took my sister for her birthday. Spent $70 at the movie theater, by the way, because I got her a stuffed animal and this popcorn bucket, and I'm probably gonna drop maybe another $70.
Are you gonna get the?
If they have it, because
There's no way they're gonna fucking have it.
if they have it, you know what the resale value might be for that?
Oh yeah, but like,
It's gonna be like I don't like.
I mean, we're going the day of, I guess.
Yeah. So they could still have it because they still had the Multiverse of Madness popcorn bucket.
And they don't
or
do
the Spider-Man.
matinee For
They-
Thursdays, do they?
They might for this one because it's actually like the release date is Thursday,
Oh,
not like Friday early screening
I
on
thought it was
Thursday.
Friday the 26th.
Oh, maybe it is.
I think this is an early screening you're thinking of.
Maybe, yeah, probably. Oh well,
Will they
they
even
still.
have the buckets at the early screening?
Yeah, they should. They probably sell the buckets.
Nah.
I don't. Yeah,
Wednesday.
to be honest, because
Might
Oh,
want
ma-
to stop
th-
by Wednesday.
I'd have to check. I'd have to call them. Hey, do you have the Wolverine?
You gotta come here and find out.
I don't want to come in.
We
it.
don't have it. They're sold out.
Oh man, I like part of me goes, oh, I really shouldn't, but then I go, I get paid Thursday, so.
And it's like the most iconic AMC bucket probably ever.
Other than the Dune bucket, I want to see how the resale value on the Dune bucket's done because
Yeah,
like
the Dune bucket's like a meme. This one is like it's Deadpool, so it's like a movie I actually want to see.
yeah, and it's also you can put a flashlight in and you can fuck Wolverine's face.
Isn't there a Deadpool one too where he's dead?
Yeah, but I think that's
Oh, Cinemark.
Cinemark or Regal or whatever.
Okay, I thought they had two variants for
Yeah,
AMC.
It'd be cool if they did, but I can only buy one. I shouldn't even be buying one, but
They'll go, well, you know. 'cause I
well,
think the other one's like Deadpool, but he's dead.
yeah, and it has you can put the cup in his head and
Yeah.
shit. They did pretty good with the popcorn buckets. But yeah, we're gonna go see Deadpool next week hopefully. But returning back to Despicable Me 4, wow, what a oh, that was better than Longlegs, I
I
assume.
can't wait to watch it on Peacock.
It was better. Like drunk watching it on Peacock. Better than Longlegs. I'm assuming. I haven't watched Longlegs, but
Gotta watch it. I don't think you'd hate it. It's like
Vector returns and he goes, "I'm gonna steal the moon."
fucking spoiler alert. Jesus.
He doesn't.
He's like a little cameo.
Yeah, he's a little cameo. All of El Macho's there too, and that's my favorite villain because Mexico and shit. So.
That would have been the only redeeming quality for me, but I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah, it's not very long. it's quite literally the ending. Like the credits roll right after.
How is Will Ferrell as the villain? Because like I was like, that has to be good, right? It's Will Ferrell. He's awesome. Not a lot of him.
It's like weird. Like it's like little bits. It's not like I would rate the villain from 3 over him because one, it's Trey Parker and. You don't hear Trey Parker and kid shit all that often from South Park.
I remember 3, I think. Who's the villain in 2?
El Macho.
Oh, El Macho. That's one I
Mexican. How do you fucking forget about El Macho? That's 2 is like.
Because he doesn't
2
represent my culture, so I don't care. Okay, I only
You
care
hear-
about the people that represent my culture. The one that looks like Dr. Disrespect. Whoa!
Gru, I meant. Yes, there were messages with noise
I
first.
meant groom.
No, Doctor Disrespect. Stop.
He would have made a good villain for the Minions movie with the 7. Or not the 7.
The Vicious Six or
Vicious
whatever.
6. He'd also make a good 7 member. Speaking of the 7.
Doctor Disrespect joins the 7. What's up? What's this? Champions Club? What? He'd be like a fucking firecracker. Okay, let's.
So we need a
little introduction here.
no, we need a section of the 7 dedicated to the streaming audience. Doc.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And you're gonna help me cover up the grooming stuff. Vought Media is gonna make it up as a bunch of Starlighter lies.
No.
No, that. Wait, it actually plays into my fame. I'm up 3 points.
If
With
you don't do this, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
oh well, that's that's understandable. What do you want me to stand over here? I can play Elden Ring. fuck is Elden Ring?
What the fuck is Elden Ring?
Sorry, sir. Have you do you know a like do you know video games like I don't you seem a little old like I don't know if you understand like Nintendo. You know Nintendo? I'm just gonna go over here and groom minors. So
I do not know how to continue
Yeah,
that. Yeah, Nintendo. Yes.
if you don't know how to continue improv, it's yes and.
Fair enough. I was like,
Yes.
what? I was starting to think, would Homelander know Nintendo?
No, he's locked up in a
Locked
fucking
up.
bunker for the 80s.
And he only knows what they write him. Like his PR team.
PS5. You think he's got a PS5 in his room?
He does have one in his room because of Ryan. I don't know if it's a PS5, but
It's called Vault Station.
oh fuck
No,
yeah!
like, actually,
Let's
it's called Vault
go!
Station.
Can we get a PS5 or Xbox with the VOT station skin on it?
I'm just gonna buy a Vault sticker and put it on my.
The Deadpool cheeked up Xbox controller.
Oh my god, I want it so bad.
Well, I was looking. I go, okay, it's a cool Deadpool.
Well, did you see? I think it comes with that stand that comes with the fucking katanas on the back.
Oh really?
Like, yeah, I think that's because marketing. It looks like it.
I just saw. See, the difference between PlayStation and Xbox is Xbox never sells these things. Like most of the time, they'll sell wraps sometimes, but
It was weird for the Spider-Man. PlayStation, like, actually instead of just selling the console to buy, they did sell those Spider-Man wraps, but it was fucking so limited that I couldn't even get it. I could just get a controller. That pissed me off.
yeah. But I was looking at the Deadpool. I go, that's a cool like Xbox skin, I guess. It's Deadpool, and I looked at the controller. I go, what the fuck?
Why? Do the butt cheeks vibrate like buzz when you like?
They're actually soft.
Ew. There are pro gamer buttons actually. They are like there's like those controllers that have the extra like input buttons. Okay. I really we've tried to transition to the boys and I guess you want to start with how long it took us to watch the boys. So let me can I preface?
Yeah.
All right. So freshman year, I knew about the boys and I had watched just a little bit before I even went into college, but every time I'd watch it, I'd get like disinterested because season 1, if you don't just like suck it up and binge it, it's a drag for a while, and then I go, oh Austin, you should watch this. We just watched Breaking Bad. We should watch The Boys, and we started, and then we just stopped for like 8 months, almost a year probably, because we didn't start watching it again until December, because we watched all of season 1 and then we watched a little bit of season 2 and then we stopped and then we tried again and then we stopped and then
I watched like. I mean, we watched a good portion of it.
of season 2 we got
Yeah.
2 episodes of season 2 left before we ended
Okay, yeah.
college.
Because then I just watched all of it like at the beginning of the summer.
He actually caught up. He actually beat me to finishing
That and then
show.
and all of Gen V.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm the one who wanted him to watch the show. I was like, we'll watch it together because that will be fun. God, what? Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a stroke from work.
Watched your brain worm go across your
And-
forehead.
Oi. And then we got to the end of college, and he just watched all of it, and I'm like, motherfucker, because I'd get home.
Text, I go almost done season.
Season 3.
Just finished season 2.
Too on episode 6 of season 3. I go, what the fuck? So one night I just sat here and I watched like almost 5 hours of like episodes, and I still was behind him. And then Gen V, the goated show.
Gen V's pretty good.
I don't like it as much as the boys, but
second season.
I feel like the second season is gonna be more connected with the boys than,
Yeah,
especially with this ending. There's a lot to
unpack.
Yeah. I guess you want to just go season by season.
Yeah.
You want to start off season 1?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of just felt the same way about season 1. It might have been better if just like watched it all the way through. Probably would have been a little more enjoyable. But like That's the point. I just didn't want to watch it ever because I go, I'd much rather just play video games or
Call of Duty.
do literally anything
well,
else.
that's the guy from Call of Duty, Austin.
He is there. The
and
Homelander.
and A Train and
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes coming to Fortnite. I mean,
Cody Rhodes versus Homelander on the way.
Cody will definitely be on
good guy side.
Do
Yeah.
you think Rhea's gonna be on bad guy side? Because they usually have at least one person on, because they're not gonna put fucking Rey Mysterio on. And
Rey Mysterio's gonna be good guy side. Rhea Ripley's gonna be bad guy side. She's a bad guy.
I was gonna say like.
And then Cody's definitely a good guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
so Cody Rhodes and Homelander versus The good thing is we can do one-on-ones, and we both have Homelander, so you can equip Homelander's finishing move on Cody.
it had to be in Warzone though. You don't even have the game. I didn't think about that.
Fuck. I'm not buying that fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I'll buy.
$70 for MW3. That's
Oh boy, you mean MW 2.5? Like.
Yeah. The beta comes out in like a month.
Anyways, yeah. Season 1. It has its moments, but that's really all they are. Moments.
The first couple episodes. And
So
ending. I remember the ending.
I remember some because I've watched some people react to a couple of the scenes, so I remember some of the episodes. But like it hits like the point of the season, I'm just like, what are we doing? I'm so bored. Please, Butcher, come back. I remember Robin's death because that's the first fucking scene.
I feel like I'd like it more if I went back and watched it now because I'm more connected to the characters.
That is true.
Like Kamiko and Frenchie. Like when you first watch a show, you go, "Oh, these won't be integral characters to the show." Like I look at Frenchie and I go, "He's just gonna help
he's gonna die.
He's gonna help them with all the tech stuff and the lab stuff for a little bit."
Butcher.
Kamiko, she's just crazy.
It's gonna be the muscle.
But like you said, you knew about the comics, so you had a better idea.
Yeah,
knowing that these people are gonna be like.
See, the thing is now they've strayed from the comics, but they've also kept to the comics like surprisingly like a well balance of that.
Mm-hmm.
So like season 1, completely different to the comics. Like basically, other than like the characters and like I guess some of the stuff, but like it's clearly setting up to be their own world, like the plane flight whatever 340 something whatever that they get on and it ends up crashing because they fuck it up. That during the comics was 9/11.
Oh.
So what happens is in the comics and this is already happened. So Victoria Newman introduced in season 2. Her counterpart is a guy in the comics called Vic the Veep, and Dakota Bob is like the president that got elected this season. He was already in power, and so we were going through like 8 years of his term or whatever, and of his terms, I guess. So during 9/11, Vic the Veep is a Vought plant in the White House, and is waiting for like trying to have the president like die or like hoping so they can basically take over and put Stoops in the military, like they want to do in season 1. So that plane incident is 9/11. They get word of it, and Dakota Bob doesn't want to send Soups in to stop it because they're unregulated, not trained and shit. But what happens is they're in that like a bunker. Vic the Veep knocks Dakota Bob out, and they go and they fuck it up. And I think, Mother's Milk or something's like it hits a bridge instead of it hits like not the Golden Gate Bridge, but like Manhattan Bridge or something.
Okay.
Instead of the Twin Towers, but it kills one of the boys' family members. I think it was Mother's Milk, or Mother's Milk was there to watch the plane fall or something. But so that was like one of the big changes. Big change too. The boys are on, I'm pretty sure, a form of Compound V in the comics. It's not like give them superpowers. It just gives them more endurance and strength.
Oh,
So it's
lame.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a bad.
Huey ends up killing like one of the G-men, or it's not the G-men. The G-men are I don't remember. But he ends up killing somebody that was Queen Maeve's son, and apparently Queen Maeve fucks the Legend in the comics, like the old dude from season 3 who was like Soldier Boy. Yeah.
The comics sound
The
great.
comics are real. Looking back at the comics, comparing it to the show, fucking coughing baby versus atomic bomb.
Yeah.
But season 1 ends with Homelander showing Butcher that he fucked his wife. He fucked his wife.
Is that in the
Uh,
comics? Is Ryan in the comics?
So this is another big thing. So Vogelbaum and Stillwell explained to Homelander in the show that that during the birth, like pregnancy, Ryan like clawed out and ended up killing the mom,
Okay.
which ended up killing him. That was the lie that they told him. And so in the comics, what happens is Becca is raped by what's later found out not to be Homelander. It's Black Noir, because Black Noir is a clone of Homelander.
Yeah.
And so, because they were over in Miami on a vacation, and Butcher left to go either take a nap or walk, or like for a walk or something. And when he came back, Becca was being distant and stuff. And eventually, one night they were sleeping, and then the baby, super baby, clawed out or like lasered out of the womb.
Okay.
And ended up killing Becca. And Butcher in the comics kills the baby with his bare hand, like strangles it to death. And that's how he's able to join the boys, because he gets. Vought goes, look, you cannot say anything about this, and we'll give you some monetary like compensation,
Yeah.
or you're gonna go. All the evidence suggests that you killed your wife and the baby because your wife was cheating on you or something like that. And then Mallory comes in, and Mallory in the comics is also a guy. Comes in, recruits him. So that's the difference. Ryan and Becca surviving is a big difference in the show.
Okay.
Season 2. I don't know if you felt like I've talked for a minute.
Yeah. Season 2's a little bit better. It's also kind of a drag. I don't remember much from the beginning of the season. I know it introduces us to racist lady. What's his name? Stormfront.
I remember when your girlfriend, when you were like, oh, I should be Homelander. And oh, I could be Homelander's girlfriend. I go, you probably don't want to do that, because I already knew about the Stormfront twist, because I.
Like Homelander's any better?
Yeah, but like.
It's the same shit.
Straight up Nazi. Oh, my food's here, so I'm gonna have to go upstairs in a minute. But I'll say a couple things before. Yeah, season 2, I feel like picked up really well. Thinking about the first couple episodes, I'm gonna try to think of episode 1 is, I think they're soup terrorists. Noir. It starts with Noir. I remember that because it was Symphony for the Devil, over Noir killing like terrorists somewhere, and then I remember the episode ends with the CIA director's head getting popped by the head popper, because I think they were finding evidence for something that about a soup terrorist or something like that, and then her head gets popped because they were looking for like exoneration for all the crimes they fucking committed. Episode 2, Kimiko's brother.
Oh my god, I forgot about Kamiko's brother for the longest time.
Well,
I know they're
that-
bringing it back up again, but
Kamiko's brother, I
Season
think, is in episode 2. I think they catch him at the end of that episode with the help of Butcher, and in episode 3 is the one of them on the I think it's the yacht, like they're on the boat, and they use the boat and they hit the whale that the Deep tries to do that, and then there's the meme comes from this episode. It's like, William, what a surprise. Episode 4 is, I don't remember. There's a good stint where it switches to where Annie, like Starlight, joins the boys for a while, but they're also shooting that movie. Like, there's so much. My friend described it so well today when I was talking about him, because he's watching through the boys now, and he's got through season 2, And he just goes, it just feels like there's like 9 different plots happening all at once, and like, yeah, some of them come together and stuff, but like it's really hard to get through. Which season 3, I feel like they finally learned maybe 3 plots an episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I remember the first couple seasons. It's like
It's like
They
wow,
never
the CIA's here, and wow, Homelander's here, and what's the Deep doing? Wow,
yeah.
an A-Train and the Deep in the fucking cult church. Do you remember that? They were, because the Deep gets fired, and the Deep goes to Sandusky, Ohio. Sandusky, Ohio is in the show,
Yeah.
which was so like.
I remember this because it's the worst fucking scene I've ever seen in the show. Still,
It's the Fresca and
the Gills. He starts talking to him.
Oswald and goes, "Hi, I'm your Gills, Deep. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me?"
Yeah, I hate it so much.
Why
I can.
don't you talk about the character of the Deep? Well,
The Deep. He's an integral part to the show. He's someone would call him the smartest member of the 7. Some might not call him the strongest or the fastest member of the 7, but the Deep, he is the peak of the 7. He is the quintessential member of the 7. He's the glue of the 7. When they kicked him out, he came right back. He goes, "Yes, Mr. Homelander, I will get on my knees. I will suck your cock, Mr. Homelander." And then he was let back into the 7. I know I'm kind of fast forwarding with this, but I was told to explain the Deep, so I'm going to explain the Deep. Sorry. The peak. He goes, "Yes, Mr. Homelander, I will froggle your balls. I will frothle your balls in my mouth, Mr. Homelander." Wow, I'm going insane. But yeah, I hate every scene involving the Deep so much. Actually, it's such the most painful memories I have of the show, and it actually scars me here in my brain. It scars my mind thinking about all the terrible scenes involving the Deep, and it's truly even a pleasure that I even get to talk about someone as good as the Peak. And how much he means to the boys' universe.
how much did you talk? How did you dick ride the Deep? I meant the Peak.
I kind of dick ride, and then I said how I hate every scene involving him.
Yeah, that's every scene's so bad.
Yeah. It's like the most painful shit to watch.
I guess we forgot to mention, some of the characters. A-Train, hated him at first, like him now.
Yeah.
Huey.
Huey.
Yeah, if something bad happened every season. Some fucked up shit like happens to Huey, like,
Yeah.
or Mother's Milk.
Okay.
Yeah.
A-Train has the best character arc for sure.
Yeah, that in Homeland.
Huey,
No.
or not Huey. Butcher.
Butcher.
Butcher's good
Yeah, until
until he's not. He goes,
Oi, no deal,
yeah.
bruv.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Hey. What did he say after you guys? Or you're welcome or something
Yeah.
like that?
Oi, you're fucking welcome, right? Anyways, the season 2, Frenchie. Oh, mon ami, I'm on ketamine. Isn't he literally on ketamine during like?
He's on a lot of drugs. I don't know.
I think they did mention he does ketamine or something. He's like, I just did a little bit of ketamine. Yeah, season 2, pretty good. The boys finally get cleared for their crimes at the end of the season. We learn that Victoria Newman is a soup and can pop heads.
Stormfront dies.
Stormfront doesn't die until the next
Oh, yeah,
season,
yeah.
but basically,
What's her name dies?
yeah, Becca, killed by Ryan on accident. And here's where we get to my favorite season, the fun season. One, because it's really well paced. Two, because it has what literally actually might be my favorite character out of the show, and he's only appeared in one season for less than I guess if you count all the little cameos he's had in the little TV spots they would do to tease him.
I don't get all the Soldier Boy dick writing.
He's just a fun character, I think.
I know, he's just a dick. He's just
Yeah,
every other boy's character.
Yeah, but he's Jensen Ackles, and he goes, "Fuck you, I fought the Star Spangled Banner, motherfucker."
Yeah, I suppose. I mean,
He's just fun. I know I'm gonna enjoy the scenes that he's in. I go, Austin, for those who don't know, is wiping off hair from his dog off his keyboard. But season 3 starts off pretty well. So there are fucked scenes at the beginning of every season of The Boys. So season 1, Robin.
Yeah.
A-Train legitimately runs through her. And he was left with her hands, I think. I think that's it. Because the U2s, so they make U2s for the boys, which is fucking awesome. The U2s, it says Huey and Robin, and it's Huey, and it's him holding her hands.
That's clever.
And then season 2, I'm pretty sure it's the head popping scene. I'm pretty sure that's the fucked moment of the beginning, is the director having her head explode in front of them. It's not as bad as
Season 3 is by far the craziest.
Yeah, season 3 is do you want I feel like
Well, season 3. I'm going to describe this very well.
this
There's their depiction of Ant-Man, Paul Rudd. So imagine Paul Rudd, okay? And he gets super small, super tiny Paul Rudd, and he was super tiny Paul Rudd, and he gets all coked up, and he sees a man, he goes, he's looking at a giant urethra. And Paul Rudd hops up inside of the urethra, and he's like me right now. My nose is stuffy. I'm coughing. I might sneeze again, like the last episode. Or no, 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, whatever the one where I go, what the fuck is wrong with you?
But he sneezes, and for some reason, sneezing causes him to malfunction, and he explodes the man.
Yeah. Did you know that was all that set was practical?
It was a giant.
Yeah,
they.
how do you make something like that? Like, you're the props team at Amazon, and you get told you're working on The Boys. You go, all right, because this is
most of it still had to be CGI. So what the
yeah,
fuck is the point?
Well, because. But you're the props team at Amazon. You're like, all right, I'm working for The Boys. What I'm gonna make? Soldier Boy's shield, Billy Butcher's crowbar. No, this is a big project. Am I making part of the 7 Tower? We need you to make a big inflatable dick. What?
Boys fans try to not watch a dick challenge.
Boys fans when they have to watch action fighting instead of male genitalia in their face.
Oh man.
Aww. But yeah, that was the fucked scene of that season. Anyways, Butcher's been good. He stopped drinking. He stopped killing Soups, which is big deal for him. He fucking hates Soups, which is a good parallel for Homelander, because Homelander hates humans now, or at least by the end of this season he does. Because Butcher hates Soups, Homelander hates humans, and they're like parallels of each other. Kinda. And so this season, just fun, I guess. They're looking for a way to kill Homelander is basically what they're doing. And Maeve finds out that something killed Soldier Boy back in the 80s. Maeve's now trying to kill Homelander too because she wants to. And Maeve's gay, by the way. brilliant joke. She's bi actually. Brilliant joke every time I was watching and noticing. So they have like food products and they called it Brave Maeve's vegan lasagna, and everything like Maeve is on, I'm pretty sure in the show is vegan, because they don't market her as being bisexual because that's not good for VOT or something. Like the points wouldn't be as much as if they did just lesbian. So I think the joke is implied that VOT puts her on the vegan stuff because lesbians don't like guys, and like guys like meat. Like, so I think that's the implied joke because I don't ever remember seeing anything like. It's just a clever joke to me. Like
It's not actually not a joke.
You
You actually made this up.
I'm reading into it. Anyway, but yeah, so they're looking for what they think is called a soup gun. Fucking fires cans of soup. You can put a lot of force behind soup.
Where's the grilled cheese gun?
But
Where's the grilled cheese grenades?
so they figure out that actually the weapon itself is not even real. It's just Soldier Boy, and technically they didn't even know that Soldier Boy could kill Homelander because they never killed Soldier Boy. But yeah, it turns out he's been in Russia because his team, bunch of dicks, backstabbed him. Not really. He's a terrible fucking person. And also, it's really implied that he's racist.
He's gonna get killed off.
They're all gonna have to get killed off.
The beginning of the season, probably. I don't think he makes it past the
No,
first few.
please.
That's gonna be the big thing. Is they're gonna kill Soldier Boy?
If they fucking kill Soldier Boy, I'll still watch it.
Because I don't think they. I'll talk about this. I don't think they want Soldier Boy to kill Homelander.
Oh, I don't want him to kill Homelander.
I don't think they want Butcher to kill Homelander.
Who they want Ryan to kill Homelander?
They want his clone to kill Homelander. His own version of himself. His younger self. Or his own being.
Ryan.
Yeah.
I just don't I don't know. Anyway, let's.
Gonna have to save Butcher.
I don't think. I'll get into my theories about this too. Anyway, season 3's fun. Soldier Boy's introduced. He's played by Jensen Ackles. Fun fact: the creator of Superbad, or not Superbad, fucking Supernatural.
Butcher and Jonah Hill.
That's gonna be the next. Seth Rogen didn't cameo this season.
Oh yeah, it was last season, wasn't it? Yeah, that sucks.
He's cameoed each season, unless I missed it. I feel like I would have.
I can't wait to see Seth Rogen's cameo this season.
I would have figured he would have been in like the Training A Train film.
That's funny.
If it's just Will Ferrell to show.
We get
showing
more for
up.
the tax write-off.
Oh my god, that's such a good joke too about like the Batgirl movie and shit. Anyways, Jensen Ackles, Supernatural. Eric Kripke is the like producer or like writer of The Boys TV show. Produced Supernatural too, so that's why we're getting all these like Dakota Bob's played by somebody from Supernatural. Joe Kessler, and then in season 4, he was in Supernatural. Jeffrey D. Morgan, and yeah, at the end of the season, Homelander gets Ryan on his side. We figure out Homelander's Soldier Boy's son, and Soldier Boy still is gonna kill him because you're a fucking disappointment. Maeve sacrificed herself. Soldier Boy also can take V out of people, which is like
Oh yeah, Kamiko.
is overpowered. Which they always go, Compound V just doesn't. It's never that good for adults. Like they always end up going insane or just exploding. Every time I've seen an adult take Compound V in this fucking show, they end up having powers. Like Kamiko ends up just getting back her powers. Or okay, Ashley we don't know about, but yeah. Your thoughts on season 3?
It's probably my favorite season altogether.
Herogasm.
It's a good mix of wacky and just like, it's definitely the wackiest season.
That's why I felt fun. Different. And then you go into season 4 and you're
Yeah, I think season 4 actually does a better job of mixing the two, between the wacky and the serious.
It's true.
But I don't know. I guess I'll need more time to think about it. I mean, I just finished season 4 yesterday, which I'll segue into the beginning of season 4 or my thoughts on season 4.
you.
Um.
It's too woke. The boys have gone woke.
Yeah. Frenchie gay.
Yeah.
Frenchie bi.
Yeah, that's not.
Hasn't always been a thing.
Yeah, like you know.
Season
how
2.
The big part of season 2 was he left Mallory's. He left to go save his boyfriend from dying during Mallory's kids got fucking torched.
No, liberal. He was a straight man who wore leggings.
And that fucking ugly ass jacket. I love
Zebra
the
leggings.
I love the memes that are now. It's like Homelander. Why the fuck can't I find these boys? The boys. It's fucking Mother's Milk and like the Minecraft something like a Minecraft shirt. Huey in a fucking Billy Joel shirt, and it's just Frenchie's out.
I like the one that's it's Butcher. He goes, "Oi, Homelander done took me son and killed me bloody wife," and womp womp, and it's Homelander as a baby holding or asking for milk, and then it's the Deep as a squid holding the milk. That's my favorite one.
What the fuck?
I'll have to find that.
The
Show you your reaction to this.
season 4. This is the first season of The Boys that I didn't, because I watched it when it was coming out, so I didn't know what's going to happen. So I had this thing where I've seen all these clips off TikTok for the previous season. I guess we forgot Gen V. Gen V, we got to explain this a little bit. Basically, the only important thing that's happened in Gen V for The Boys season 4 is Godolphin University, which is like a college for superheroes, is a front for making a virus.
Huey, Homelander done killed me wife and took me but me son. Womp womp. Done in the camera, remember the first night. Looked to my right, never see the Hollywood sign. This is all so crazy. Everybody seems so famous. Oi, Huey. Homelander done killed me.
Anyway, there's a virus that can. At first, it's just to make soup sick to like control them, but the superintendent or the dean or whatever doesn't hates soups because her family was on the flight that Homelander fucked up, and so she wants to make a virus that can kill all soups, and the doctor's like, "Oh, I don't want to start a genocide, man." And he goes, you know that anti-soup Victoria Newman? Man, I'm gonna tell her because she can get this in the right hand. Pops his head, and then we have 2 characters that show up from Gen V. I guess 3. Tech Knight shows up in Gen V for an episode. He has a show called The Whole Truth. Tech Knight in the comics has the same he likes to fuck holes basically, like donut holes in trees. In the comics, it's a lot worse because he has like an almost, I think it's an underage sidekick, and he's flying in his suit because Tech Knight has like a suit like Iron Man that helps him fly and shit.
I didn't realize
And
it was supposed to be Iron Man.
It's Iron Man and Batman because
Okay.
the Tech Cave's the parody of the Bat Cave,
Okay.
but his his suit is like Iron Man.
Okay.
But what happens in the comics is he basically tries to fuck his sidekick, who's a minor. He stops himself and sends his sidekick away, but it happens again with another sidekick, I think. And that's when the boys give him a visit, blackmail him into helping them or something. And he dies because of his little tumor that he has in his head that makes him want to fuck holes. Or I think his butler kills him. I can't remember. One of the other, but it's the same in the show.
It's the butler.
I think the butler kid does kill him in the show, like in the comics too.
Oh,
But anyway, the Tech Knight shows up, and there's 2 characters. Sam, who is Golden Boy's brother. Who Golden Boy at the beginning of the season, you think he's gonna be like the villain, right? Like, literally called Golden Boy. Like the boy, it's set up like for the boys universe twist where he's a piece of shit and he's gonna be the villain. No, actually, he does one quote unquote bad thing where he kills. I guess he's just like a college boy too, so he's doing drugs and goes off into the party and shit. But he does one bad thing, which is kill. What's his name? Fucking Brink. Brink. That's what his name. Because it was like. But you learn through later seasons that Brink's been using one of the main characters of the show to erase his memories, because they've been infusing him with his brother's blood, which they made him think died, to make him stronger so he can join the Seven, and that brother is Sam, who it has like schizophrenia or like some sort of. It's undisclosed. It's not disclosed, but he
Daniel Larson.
Yeah, but like he sees like puppets sometimes, and the weirdest thing was the sex with the puppet, or the Avenue V or whatever, or where he sees I can't remember what the celebrity is, but he goes, "No, I can't kill him! Shut the fuck up!" That was funny. Or that was a cool scene of him fighting the puppets and
the sewer scene.
yeah. And then Kate, who is the other person who was mind wiping them, they become basically indoctrinated into Homelander's views of supes are superior and humans don't matter, and they throw a revolution, freeing the people that are locked up down in the woods, and they almost get stopped by Marie, who can bend blood, and we find out that Victoria Newman's power is bending blood. And oh god, I forget the shape, not shapeshifter, but like can switch between boy and girl, Jordan, yeah. And oh god, I don't remember the shrinky girl.
No, I don't remember her name.
Lily Penny, something like that. Anyways, they try to stop him, and you think Homelander comes down, and you think, oh, Homelander is just gonna laser the shit out of Kate and stuff. Mm-hmm. My immediate reaction to the end of the season was just, what the fuck? Because he goes, what kind of animal are you? It just lasers Marie, and then you just cut up to them being like locked somewhere. Yeah. Unfortunately, I forget what his name is, like his character's name, but the dude who plays the Polarity's son. Oh god, what is his name? I can't the best friend of Golden Boy. Yeah. He ended up dying between seasons, so I don't know how they're going to explain that, but yeah. So season 4.
I think the writer even said he's gonna.
They're gonna kill him off, I think.
Yeah,
they're not gonna recast. So.
At the beginning of the season, they're gonna write him off.
Yeah, season 4 now.
Yeah, like I said, I think season 4 is pretty good. It gets a lot of hate. I don't really understand why, especially if these people watch seasons 1 and 2. They want that, I guess. I don't really know. But you also watch season 3.
Season 3 was like...
I feel like it's just like... I feel like it's an extension. I feel like it has the same vibe as season 3. I don't know.
They take a lot of shots, like, at the right, but they also take a lot of shots at the left, like, especially celebrity culture.
I think
like recent episode, the I Take Accountability for Racism, I think. That's a parody of something that happened in 2020 where, I think Aaron Paul was in this commercial too, where it was a BLM commercial where they had a bunch of celebrities going, I take accountability for racism, but in the Voice universe, because it's Vought and the Star Firecracker and stuff, it's an All Lives Matter hashtag. Yeah, it's like they take a bunch of shots everywhere. Yes, it is a lot towards the right, and it's so crazy to think that, like, oh my god, like how much for the finale. We'll get there.
I was just gonna say, I think the right's the right shots are a little more obvious, seeing
Yeah.
as though the villains of the show are
Yeah.
right-sided, are very clearly right-sided ideologies and
Yeah.
viewpoints that we sometimes see from extremists. But yeah, I mean, there's shots at both sides.
It does feel like a lot less politically towards the left.
Yeah, definitely
think
more towards the
more-
right.
More shots towards the left seems to be like the celebrity
It's under
Influ-
It's like stuff you'd have
celebrity like influence of, oh yeah, I'm like the writers being, I'm so woke, remember when I stopped using that that slur or something like that. But then it goes Homelander make America super again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like, I guess I'll go over the fucked up the beginning of the season. It would be the Firecracker's little dude, like little friend dude. Yeah, they are like jerking off to a picture of them in the sauna, and they were like up each other's ass. They were tonguing each other's assholes or something.
Tossing salad.
Yeah.
They're eating each other's asses.
Yeah, you
They were
you want to explain
they
this
were a
one?
human centipede eating each other's asses.
While doing. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it was
crazy.
a lot. It was some voice. It's this,
It's the boys.
and then we get the good
It's
old.
still everybody going, oh, I thought season
Yeah.
3 was bad, but then season 4 that was not as bad as
exploding urethra. That wasn't even as
I-
bad as the shit that happens in Gen V.
I was like, I hate, yeah.
Because Gen V has some pretty fucked up moments too. What was I gonna say? Oh, but then like the next episode.
That was episode 2, with the housing salads.
Yeah, but then I think it's the next episode. He goes, or is it 4 where it goes, blow A Train's cock.
No, that was episode 1.
That was the first episode.
Yes, because
I have it the other way around.
So Homelander's like sitting through his trials.
Yeah.
It's also really interesting how it's clear. Yeah, the Homelander Trump comparisons are not subtle this season, by the way. Too. The Homelander's on trial for murdering a Starlighter from season 3 near the end, and the media labels him as a pedophile to like help Homelander's case or whatever. He gets acquitted or whatever. The trial comes back not guilty, and then he starts a riot or something. But like he's not happy, is I think what he said. Like he's thought he wanted all this, but he's still not happy. And then he just goes, the A Train and the Deep are sitting there, they're meeting, and he just goes, Deep, blow A Train. Sexuality is a spectrum, bro, right? Stop. I thought it was gonna actually happen.
Bro, the Black Noir, the deep.
Oh my god. The new Black Noir it's not better than the old one, but
He's
it's
funny.
just
I mean, he's the
funny.
same guy.
I'm just saying, like, the old one made me, like, especially season 3 made me care.
Oh yeah, it was
Buster Beaver.
depressing. It was depressing.
Buster Beaver, and
Well, I guess
that's also why I've seen Soldier Boy's like racist, but he's like specifically doesn't like black people because he talked the Beverly Hills producers out of casting Noir in the Beverly Hills or whatever cop.
Yeah.
Because he's black and he killed Mother's Milk's family and all that, but yeah, that was episode 1, was basically just set up. Butchers gets kicked out. Well, he wants to make a deal with Newman because he knows about the virus, but doesn't because he still has a conscience. We see that Butcher's seeing stuff like Becca. And Butcher meets up with his old friend Joe Kessler at the CIA office, has some coffee with him, and they start working together later in the season. Like, he gets Butcher fentanyl or something, or ketamine, something to knock the fuck out of Ryan, and Butcher doesn't use it. I don't remember what happens in episode 3. No, episode 3, I do. That's the one where Ryan leaves to go visit Butcher. they have like a really. It's so like, it makes me feel so bad seeing Butcher and Ryan getting like along together.
Yeah.
And then
There's gotta be a way that he doesn't die.
who Butcher?
Yeah.
Butcher's dying.
There's gotta be a way.
Butcher's fucking dying. Anyways, episode 4 was probably one of the best episodes of the season. That's Homeland when he goes back to home.
I don't know if like in terms of like I guess being
Acting.
in terms of wild moments, sure, it's the most season 3 episode, but like in terms of being the best episode,
At least.
like I'm not gonna go Hero-gasm was the best episode of
know,
season 3.
This season, I still feel
It's just too wacky. I mean, I understand it's like it gives some humility in a way to Homelander, but outside of that,
I don't know.
doesn't do much.
I guess I just like Anthony Starr's acting so much
Yeah.
in that like.
He's great. I couldn't tell you what happens outside of that though in that episode. Like,
Starlight gets her abortion revealed.
oh yeah, okay.
And Butcher kills Ezekiel.
I guess it's a pretty big episode. I don't think anything beats the finale though.
No. The finale's definitely
The best
the
episode,
best
I think.
episode. Next episode after that is they go to the farm, I think.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's sad, but like
It's
these episodes of The Boys where they go like one plot's super sad and the other plot will be fucking flying sheep. Because it'll go.
Oh my God, Frenchie's so fucked up. This man is in no condition to fuck his sheep.
Yeah, it's the worst fucking joke I've ever heard from The Boys. Where I actually just go, oh, they really forced that one.
No. Like the patriarchy of this recent episode.
Oh.
Felt so fucking. Go. They should have known at that moment that she was the shifter. Peg the like.
But
Who the fuck was? It would just be fuck the patriarchy, not fucking.
we'll go. Huey's watching his dad die in front of him. He tried saving him, but it made it worse. And then it cuts to. There's fucking flying. They're flying.
I forgot about the fucking. One of the fucking just scariest moments was Huey in the vents above Homelander, and it's just the. That's Hugh Campbell, and he just. And I just go, okay, I know he's alive, but realistically, he shouldn't be dead right now. And then they fucking laser the people on Vought on Ice. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Huey's dead, dying. Butcher and the gang.
Holy shit.
Oi, run! And
fucking
fucking Giancarlo Esposito just. I am surprised you haven't died yet.
That's a thing I forgot about. I wanted to bring this up. Did I miss something? Like, did he get written off in some way? I'm very I know she saved him, but
so the next episode, the Tech Night, ain't no party like a Tech Night party. In that episode, she talks to Homelander, and Homelander's like, I heard Stan Edgar escaped from prison. And he goes, well, I wouldn't know about that, but he's good as dead to me. So she didn't kill him, but she's hiding him because I think that's she's hiding him the same place where her husband is now, because her husband's still alive somewhere.
so we'll see Gus sometime.
Yeah, probably Butcher's gonna be like, I needed something to cook up a virus.
What did you do with my daughter?
About that, mate. So Butcher has this like tumor, right? And at the end, not the end of this episode, but yeah, they
Tumor, black
one more,
sludge in his
yeah,
brain.
like, and so like it just moves around, which fucking freaks me the fuck out every time I see it. But that's what's causing him to see Becca, who we know is dead and is not real.
So is it his tumor that fucking goes? It's his tumor
Yeah.
that attacks people? That's crazy.
Yeah. So the next episode, Tech Night. Tech Night was there the episode before too, with Sam and Kate from Gen V, and Homelander's like, we need to be wrathful gods. Show me a little bit of wrath, and they kill their Tucker Carlson parody. And then Oh, A Train's also now on the boys' side, but is like a double agent. That's probably a big plot point I should mention.
They feel like they're pretty. The boys predicting Tucker Carlson's firing. Not really predicted it because it aired afterwards, but
I feel like, but that was. Did he get fired after they started writing it? That'd be the or producing it.
it was definitely after they wrote it and produced it. It was just last year. I thought
I can't make any more of this.
because sort of was a last year thing, but yeah,
They could have written the episode before.
mayhaps. But
The boys just there was a big prediction of the boys.
episode 6.
Tech Night Party. Ain't no party like a Tech Night Party. Web Weaver.
It's a pretty actually that's a pretty good
That
episode.
is a good episode. Web Weaver and this fucking heroin enema
I was so glad that Web Weaver got killed off screen in episode 7.
on screen. Yeah.
That was good because
Watching Homelander rip him in half.
kept jizzing out of his ass the whole thing on his back.
That's ugh. Anyways,
Most
Huey
horrid shit
goes
ever.
Huey goes undercover at the Tech Night Party, and at first you go, wait a second, like once you started to think about it, why the fuck was Web Weaver invited to this party? And then it's very clear. Huey is now strapped up like and basically used as like a sex toy plaything for Ashley and Tech Night. And then he gets discovered by Tech Knight because he's like a detective type dude and almost cuts into him to make another hole to fuck.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. And Kimiko and Starlight save him. Mother's Milk has a panic attack and A-Train saves him. Little kid like sees A-Train and it makes him feel all good about himself, like he's a hero. And
Why did they send him to a hospital for a panic attack? I guess
they thought it was a heart attack.
Oh, okay.
And then
Bro had a Sopranos.
Sage gets shot in the head and basically makes her high because she's like, I could really go for a crunch wrap right now, or something like that.
Let's talk about just for people like that. I want a crunch wrap right now.
I guess drunk people too, but the way she was talking was
I
the way, and so Homelander tries to rally these politicians they have to help support getting Singer out of office, and it really is like, yeah, these talking points that you hear on both sides, like behind the scenes, these politicians know that it's like a load of bullshit, like most of them know it's a load of bullshit that they're spewing to get votes from the public to rile them up, because Homelander uses all like the what do you want? A woke communist Dakota Bob in Congress making your kids trans or something like that? And they go, save the talking points for the TV shows. And Newman steps up and saves his ass. But Tech Knight, they go, how do we torture Tech Knight? Because he likes being like hit and shit.
Oh yeah.
And it's they go give away his money because they get his old sidekick to get
$10 million
to
be
Black Lives Matter. No, not those people. That's an audio clip now.
I'm saving that soundbite.
I'm gonna download this podcast immediately so I can have the contact. Like Kamala Harris always says, if we fall from a coconut tree, we exist in the context. An actual thing she said once. Anyway, that I just wanted to say that because it's context.
I'm gonna go home and eat.
Anyways,
Weren't you supposed to have food?
yeah, well, I don't know what happened, so
okay.
I'll figure it out when I go upstairs. The next episode, they learn that Tech Knight owns a bunch of prisons, and Homelander wants to use these prisons to lock up people that disagree with him. So basically, internment camps.
Yeah.
Huey also violated. His father just died. Was violated, so he's going through the ringer right now. Episode 7. It's Christmas time. Ho ho ho.
It's an okay episode.
It's just like
The fight scene's cool.
Every seventh episode of The Boys is just, hey, we're setting up the finale. Buckle your fucking seatbelts.
The fight scene's really cool though.
The
With the Deep and Black Noir, and
yeah.
you figure out he flies.
he says it in episode 6. He goes, "I fly. did you know that? Yes, you've told us. And so, yeah, basically just set up. They learned Sage has hired a hitman for to kill Dakota Bob on January 6th, which I think I called this at the beginning. You said I called something at the beginning.
You said it was already said, but I thought you called it because I remember the trailer for I think either the finale or episode 7. They mentioned January.
Episode
6th.
7 they mentioned January 6th, and I think I called it at the beginning of because they'd said something about Natalie will be sworn in on January 6th.
Okay.
On like the beginning, like the first episode. I just
Yeah.
go, okay, so this is where we're going because all the promotion has been this fucking riot gear, people in riot gear with the American flag and then
Yeah.
starlight. It's like it looks like a riot going on.
Yeah.
Like this is end game for the season. The only thing we learn in this episode, Ryan doesn't want to do something that Homelander wants him to do. Webweaver dies. Sage is kicked out of the 7. Have we even mentioned Sage? I don't think we have.
You did
We
for the
mentioned
brain
for the brain thing. She's the smartest person in the world.
I think
Homelander
people that are
teams-
watching this probably
Yeah,
know.
Homelander teams up with her. Blah blah blah. She was helping him be like Caesar, which we just saw something on the news. It was like they're turning this man into Caesar. Or they're trying to Caesar this man.
Like Caesar.
So the fun fact is, I don't know if Homelander knows how Caesar's story ends. Caesar was killed by his subordinates.
He's good.
Could be his kid, could be like the Deep.
I don't know who.
What
else-
if the Deep fucking kills Homelander?
That'd
But
be
like,
that'd be the funny ending in a video game. A silly
bad ending.
Easter egg ending.
yeah, if you.
The Deep accidentally kills him.
All right, I guess I'm Homelander. A Train. And the hitman is a shapeshifter, and it was really clever because I didn't see this coming. Starlight's replaced by the shapeshifter at the end of the
I didn't see that
episode,
coming either.
which like left us on a cliffhanger. Butcher is fighting with. I guess we never mentioned this. At the end of the Tech Night episode, we learned that Joe Kessler, surprise, surprise, to nobody
yeah.
actually,
It's
because
the most predicted thing.
people predicted this from episode 1. Like the first 3 episodes, they were just like, so Joe Kessler's not real, is he? Like,
It looked like talking to him in rooms by himself.
yeah, it was fun. Once they revealed that he's not real, to me it was really fun seeing him.
It's a little bit better when they play into the fact that he's
like,
not real.
Just having Jeffrey D. Morgan there, they're going, you want to kill the Soups, Butcher? You want to kill the soup? No, I don't.
You fucking pussy.
Apparently he cheated on Becca at one point too, is what we learned in this
Oh, yeah.
episode. And he goes, I ain't done it a second time. Cheating on your spouse. I can relate to that. Not I can relate for that, but I have a story relating to that.
That's not.
Fuck you, bro. Anyways, they just set up the finale basically, and by God, what a fucking finale!
It was pretty good.
This might be.
It's probably
See,
the best finale.
Yeah, which season 3 probably follows it up for me, just because of how action packed that finale was with Soldier Boy and them all fighting in the room, and then
Season 3 is the least cliffhanger.
I guess, yeah, other than Homelander killing the guy in public. So start off the finale. What's your? I think this might be one of my favorite episodes of The Boys, like ever.
It's really good.
I don't know if it'd be a top favorite, but
I was expecting more, I guess, at the end, because you guys are in the group chat going like, "Oh, we should go." Well, this has to be some like groundbreaking shit, like one of the boys members dies.
yeah,
or-
it's weird. None of the Boys members
Yeah.
died this season. Like we were all predicting.
I don't think they want to
A-Train-
kill any of the boys. A-Train makes sense.
Well, A-Train didn't even fucking show up.
Yeah,
that
he's
was-
gonna come back.
He's coming back next season.
Sacrifice or something.
I think
Sacrifice for.
with the ending, I think Starlight's gonna put together a team of people outside of the Boys to come try to save them. So
They're gonna turn the Deep, please. If they turn the Peak, it'd be amazing.
Which-
Homelander's alone.
Black Noir.
He actually is.
Yeah, that's
actor.
apparently you can see it in one of the earlier seasons that he just falls before he was even like narcoleptic in the show. He's just asleep.
Yeah, I guess the actor's narcoleptic, which is crazy.
That's Hunt's not elected.
Yeah.
Fucking Mother's Milk with the Gatling gun and.
You gotta be a really good actor to fucking get casted as a narcoleptic. He's funny. He's good.
I do like.
The other scenes are always funny. I like
their little dynamic.
murder-
The deep and.
murder boner.
I like the deep in the New Noirs little like relationship type romance.
What was it? The wrong name. Why am I forgetting her name? Ashley. He goes, bro. Wrong Ashley.
I don't know. Everybody fucks his name Ashley.
That Ashley's not even on the list.
What happens? I just watched this episode, and to be fair, this episode felt really long to me, even though it's
short to me.
So I guess I was just so tired that everything was processing super long for me. But because I was just like, how much is left in this episode? Like, it has to be ending soon, and then I'd have like another 20 minutes. So beginning of the episode is, what is it? They're yeah. Anyways,
An hour, 15 minutes. This is gonna be on par for one of our longest episodes ever.
but longer than a boys episode.
I think the longest one was the Cedar Point one, which is an hour 20.
Anyways, so they try to kill Singer. Singer survives, and Huey apparently had sex with the shapeshifter 20 times in 10 days. By God, that's 2 times a day. And the shapeshifter has 2 fingers up the asshole apparently.
2 fingers is a bit much, but
Well, I'm trying to level up.
oh fuck, we didn't. Okay, I gotta mention this because it's funny.
Oh,
For the
yeah.
Tech Night Party episode, the safe word.
Oh, it was Zendaya.
Yeah, but what was the original one he said? Where he goes, I forget what he says, but it's raw. He's like,
I fucking don't remember.
But, yeah, it's so funny. But then he goes, the safe word was Zendaya.
Which is a dig at fucking
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Because it's supposed to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. So the attempt on, so Ryan is all pissed off at Homelander. Ryan's pissed off at Homelander, goes to see Billy and Mallory, who they try to convince him that he needs to kill his dad and they'll train him to do it. But so Butcher doesn't want to see, it's weird because this is the point where Butcher's the more sensible and sane one in this moment, where Mallory
Got dead.
yeah, he's just like, you want to play Connect 4, mate?
And he's just okay.
And
He must have took more V or something. I don't know.
I think the tumor, once he let the tumor take over, like the little parasite dude, I think, because he goes, I gave you the juice, which means the tumor sucked up all the V or something like that, and it can help him live because it's a parasite, and help him live. But anyways, Ryan goes, I don't want to kill my dad. What do you mean he raped my mom? And they try to lock him in the room. Butcher's like, please don't. This is going to make it worse. Mallory's like, I don't care, and goes to knock him out, and then Ryan kills her.
Yeah.
Homelander exposes Newman as a soup, which womp womp.
I mean, I didn't expect it to go that quickly for Newman, though.
Yeah,
It was just like one episode.
and she's
bam,
like-
bam, bam, you're dead.
she's like, yeah, Huey, can you please save me, please, I'll help you, please help me and Zoe. And so, they found out the shapeshifter took all their files on Newman, and they need to protect the president now because the election was certified. And the shapeshifter, who's been Annie this whole time, Huey realizes it because she goes, feels like a furnace in here or whatever, which the shifter said once. And watching, they have, for fucking agents of the fucking CIA, they are really bad at lying. Like, Mother's Milk is fucking squeezing the shit out of that water bottle. They fight. Annie comes back, frees herself, gets really mad at Huey, which this pisses me off. Like, yeah, I get that you're mad at like Huey maybe but like a little bit, but don't blame him that he couldn't fucking figure out that it was you. All right, it's a shapeshifter.
The fight scene was also corny between her and the shapeshifter, where she's like, I'm the bitch that's gonna beat your ass.
Girls do get it done.
Yeah, that's what made me think. I was like, why? That's that's like what you're gonna say?
Also, how the fuck did the shapeshifter take out Kamiko? That like, I'm sorry. Kimiko should have fucking ripped her in two. It's so they do save the president, which is nice from being killed, and they're about to flip Newman, and Newman comes to the boys' hideout, and after Ryan left, we see Butcher looking at Joe Kessler, and Kessler's been like, "You're gonna have to accept me at some point, Billy boy. You're gonna have to," and he gives like a little nod. The last thing we see him, and yeah, Butcher comes in, murks Newman with his gross tentacle things, slaps the shit out of her daughter too, like, like she goes flying and hits like a pipe and shit. And then we find out that the shifter recorded Dakota Bob saying something about giving orders to kill Newman. He's arrested. Homelander has the new president, the Speaker of the House, pledges allegiance to him and deputizes Soups and gives like Vault soldiers all these powers. And hurry up. And yeah, and I thought the season was just gonna end with them driving off their separate ways. One thing, Mother Milks is so fucking stupid, by the way. He is literally wanted on the news, and he goes to LAX to go hop on a plane to go. I was like, this is gonna be so stupid if he's I thought maybe he's gonna die because he went to, one of the most trafficked airports ever.
Yeah.
But no, Love Sausage comes in, and which I wasn't expecting to see him.
I wasn't either.
And gets him.
Really didn't need to.
Love Sausage, I get it. He's them using him because he is in the comics a lot. He was actually on the boys' side in the comics. I wasn't expecting to see 11 or Cindy, the one that like drops the boat. And then but yeah, so the boys are all getting captured. Starlight's the only one that makes it out. Starlight and Butcher, I guess. I'm assuming Butcher just killed whoever was after him.
Probably.
Kimiko speaks, which is pretty big because she's been mute all series.
Yeah.
And Frenchie gets mind controlled by a Kate.
Yep.
And
that's Gen V people.
Yeah, that's about
Everything.
it. I was just so in shock with the whole of them getting captured. I'll do a quick run through of theories for season 5. You want to go first? I'll think of a couple of like big ones that I have.
Well, my theory, I just have the one pretty much is of Ryan being the one that's going to take out Homelander, but
Soldier Boy returns too, by the way.
I know Soldier Boy's probably going to return.
I mean, like Soldier Boy showed up in that end credit scene.
Oh, he did? I didn't even.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
I didn't even see that. I must have just like
This was
stopped
the leaked
watching.
image I've seen, so I was like, holy shit, it's real. But yeah.
I just stopped watching at the credits, like I always do. I didn't know they had post-credit scenes.
Just stop. I'll bring it up when we're done, okay? I will. Not now. No. Okay. Anyways, anyways, can you go upstairs, please? Sorry. Yeah, this is Soldier Boy. Fucking hell, Expedia. Anyways, I'll go through my theory now if you're done. Butcher says something about oh, here. You can Soldier Boy or motherfucker. I thought this was the actual scene. Wait. I just hit. No, There we go. Anyways, Butcher says something about him and Lenny wanting to go to a steakhouse in Vegas. And apparently Huey says they wanted to go to the top of it. And sorry, Austin's watching this scene. And Butcher talks about wanting to go to a steakhouse in Vegas where they take the women take their bras off or whatever. And what I think is this is how the series is going to end. So in the comics, Butcher. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Anyways, in the comics, the way that it ends is Billy Butcher becomes a villain at the end. He wants to kill everybody with Gen V in their body. He manufactured something that can blow up people with V, where like something in the V will trigger. And he went to a big building, and he killed off Frenchie and Kamiko and Mother's Milk, and Love Sausage, and the Legend, who was a bigger part in the series. And then Huey meets him at the top of this building to try to stop him, and Huey basically he stops him and is about to walk away and have him be arrested. But then he goes like, "I killed your dad" or something like that before. "I killed your family before this," and it pushes Huey to take him, kill him, basically. I feel like the way he dies is he gets impaled on by falling off of a big building. I feel like this could be where that happens. My theory is episode 7 will be where Homelander dies. No. They'll kill Homelander, and then the last episode will be Butcher going around either trying to or in some cases successfully killing members of the boys or something, or some of the soups that were actually
maybe.
It could be, because I feel like A-Train could die because of Billy.
That'd be a shit way to
I don't know. The comic also ends pretty shittily anyway.
But just having the guy that's finally turning around to do the thing that he's been set out to do the entire show.
I think Butcher's biting it at the end of the season. I think both Butcher and Homelander are biting it because their views are so similar, but on the opposite spectrums of every soup's bad or all humans are bad. Yeah. And last theory for me is just that Gen V season 2 is going to play in and maybe have some cameos, especially if they're in the prison. A lot of theories are thinking that the boys are going to a similar holding cell. Which, if you're Homelander, why don't you just fucking kill them? If you would just use your fucking laser vision for 0.2 seconds, you could end all your problems. And I don't know what's actually gonna happen. Oh, also The Boys Mexico. I have no idea how that ties into this at all, or if it's coming out before season 5. So that's about it. The Boys, we could go on. I could go on for a lot more. I could even do a whole episode about the comic differences. So I think Austin wants to get.
I want to go home and eat. Motherfucker gave a whole synopsis of the entire show. I'm coming here to give my feelings.
Yeah, give your feelings.
These motherfuckers, if they're watching till this point, they've seen The Boys. They're not going to listen to us tell them the entire show before watching the show.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah, but that's for some behind the scenes shit. And just remember. Oh.
I forgot Homelander's New Zealand. What? You don't? Are you telling me?
Is that him? Oh, that's. Did you know your skin is?
Listen, all right? You know what? I get it. Sometimes people don't want to watch this long of a podcast because, I don't know, they don't like to hear spoilers. But maybe they wanted to hear our thoughts on each season, every synopsis. And maybe it's not my fault that you didn't eat before you came here because you can only eat one meal a day. You see, I'm different. I'm better. I'm better because I eat what I want and lose pounds like I'm on keto. Because, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot. And this podcast, this podcast we have here, it's really made me think, because other podcasts don't have one mic. They might have 2 dudes. They might have 3 dudes. But here we are. 2 dudes, 1 mic. And that's why we're going to make YouTube great again. Make it safe again. Super
Soup again.
again.
Soup. Love soup.
And if you aren't down with that, I've got 2 words for you.
Guns
Suck
up.
it! Oh. That's been 2 Dudes, 1 Mic. I'm your host, Dominic Merrill. You follow me on Diet Dom on basically everything, and other than Dominic Merrill on YouTube. And I'm Austin Bruce, aka Operus. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. Yeah.
And it's been 2 Dudes, 1 Mic.
Oi.
Oi.
Oi, goodbye, mate. We got to deal with Homelander.
Homelander done
Homelander.
killed me, bloody wife, and took me bloody son.
Homelander done bloody subscribe to me channel and hit the like button on me video. Ewy, you gotta hit the comment section and tell me what you think about Homelander.